Browns and the Buccaneers. I forgot about these three B teams. But we're going to go with, as the title says, Arizona. And as usual for our settings, we're going arcade, we're going all pro. Trade deadline stays on, the injuries are off. Weekly training, scout college players, and all that good nonsense. It's taken care of now. So for this realistic rebuild, the interesting things about this team now is that Kyler Murray's a little bit better. Isaiah Simmons? Is it Isaiah Simmons that they drafted? Is it Isaiah Simmons? I don't fucking know. Yes, okay. Isaiah Simmons is an outside linebacker, and look, if I'm being fair to myself, guys that come into this league like this, I feel like he is a very disciplined player. And I also feel like his development trait should be a superstar. That's just what I think. Another guy, who else did they pick up? Andy Isabella, okay, last year. No one really here. Kyler Murray. Kenyon Drake. Isaiah Simmons is now exactly where he needs to be. Was that Byron Murphy Jr.? Wow, man. Okay. Chandler Jones. Corey Peters. Devon Kennard. Jordan Hicks. Devondre Campbell. Sound ridiculous. This defense is made up of no names except for really Chandler Jones. Jordan Hicks is pretty decent too. Devondre Campbell was pretty good for the Panthers. I think he played on. But other than that, if we're talking about elite players, it's kind of just... Oh, Patrick Peterson. Duh. Patrick Peterson and Chandler Jones are the two guys that people are probably taking notice for. Jordan Hicks is good, but I wouldn't put him in the elite category. And Devondre Campbell's also pretty good, but again, wouldn't put him in the elite category. But let's get this shit underway. I don't wanna waste any time here. Okay. Especially with big boy DeAndre Hopkins chilling on our team now. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty solid. And let's see what we got here for a record. Let's spark these beats up. Okay. For this team. Okay, we're 6-2. We are 6-2. This might be the best rebuild so far. Well, Carl, I was going off outside. Guys, we're gonna have to wait a few minutes, okay? I don't know how to do the YouTubes. So we're gonna keep this the way it is. I'm just gonna have a little smoke. And boys and girls, that's weird. Alright, I guess we're good to go. Shut that window. We're 6-2. We're gonna keep it going here. We're gonna keep it going week by week. Can we beat the 2-5 49ers? Of course we can. Can we beat the Buccaneers? Of course we can. The Niners one more time? Can we shut them out? I believe we can do this. I believe we're a good enough team to do that. And we don't do it. Oh, wow. I'm a jinx. I'm just gonna keep my mouth fucking closed until the results pop up. That's a win. I couldn't do it. And that is a win. At home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me a break. We're going to win. The Cleveland Browns. It's a tough team. I feel like we're going to lose 2 of these 3 games. I just have a feeling with the Madden sim. And we're probably going to lose to Seattle. Okay. Or then we're going to lose to the Rams. Yeah, okay, I knew it. Veteran player has Super Bowl aspirations. Larry. Oh, I know, Larry. I know. Oh, God. What can we do for Mr. Larry? Larry's not a superstar. What? What? Are you kidding me? Hello? This is Larry Fitzgerald we're talking about. Normal? I can't even look at it. I'm sorry. We gotta have immense respect for Larry Fitzgerald. He's going out with the X Factor. He's going out with X Factor. I don't give a fuck. He's going out with an X Factor. Keep Kirk on the bench. Well, I guess not on the bench. Wide receiver 3. Andy is allowed to come out. And is this Hakeem Butler? Yes, it is Hakeem Butler. Who's not too bad either, to be quite honest with you. But Kyler Murray's a superstar. Kenyon Drake's okay. The O-line is okay. Oh, J.R. Sweezy. Back in my line of sight. Marcus Gilbert. Decent pickup for them. Justin Pugh? I feel like he's been in the league for longer than 6-7 years. But alright, whatever. Regardless, the defense is looking pretty super hot fire. You know what I mean? Especially the secondary is looking really good. Pat Pete is getting a little older. So, Robert Alford is definitely not young. They're going to need another cornerback. They're going to need a free safety. Well, we might be able to keep Thompson. We're going to go in sim. I really don't feel safe doing this. So I'm going to hop into the game. I'm going to hop in. And we're going to have to watch the big fucking loading screen that Cliff Kingsbury set up for us. Whatever it takes to win. Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins. Can't get any closer than that. Drew Brees, Kyler Murray. We got the young rook against the old Drew Brees. Cameron Jordan against Chandler Jones. The team's kind of made up of underdogs. I kind of feel like Chandler Jones doesn't quite get the respect he deserves. But here we go, regardless. Alright, so we stopped their first drive. Now it's our first drive. We score a field goal. And we kick the ball away. And the Saints go down and score. We're marching down the field, and we got to go for another field goal. We stop them on their tracks. Second quarter. 5:20 left to play, and we get a go-ahead touchdown. And the Saints answer right back, keeping us 1 point away from the lead. Or 1 point away from the tie. And the Saints are starting to close the gap. I'm going to come in with 23 seconds left.
So
can I score in 23 seconds?
25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
So here's what we're going to do. It's giving me all these bullshit plays. Chew clock, run chew clock, pass chew clock. We're not going to do any of those. We're going to do some type of deep pass. We're going to go verts. We're going to go 4 verts. Okay, so we got Hopkins pretty much up the middle with 1 safety.
Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's airing, and that's caught.
Oh, ill-advised throw. Calling a timeout. I mean,
do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Okay, so to make this, I guess, a little better, we'll go coach suggestions. And now they're better. All right, so a stick and nod. Stick and nod's going to Williams. Hopkins is in the back. He's probably going to be covered. Also going to be covered. It's Williams in. I figured he was going to get open. Sitting in zone. And there we go. We got a touchdown. Bringing us to 21-20. The Saints score a field goal. We march down the field. Do not get anything. The Saints score a field goal. 7 points of a difference. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left. And can we score 2 touchdowns?
So the football will be at the 25.
I don't want Larry to go out like this. I knew we were going to lose this game.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Of course, he's wide open. All right, so I want to go ahead and win this game. They're going to go for the field goal, and they wind the clock down.
And losing in this wild card
And we
round,
lost to the
got
Saints in
something
the
to build on,
playoffs.
though, for
Larry.
next year.
Sorry, Larry
I don't
boy.
know if they want to
Larry's
do that
final
right now.
game.
Maybe not in the moment,
Potential.
but once they get away from it a little bit and
And
they
Larry's
get to their off-season
final
program,
game.
and they'll start to talk about that. And I like
He
how
had
you
3
framed
catches
it,
for
building
22
blocks,
yards.
you know,
It's
building
not
this program up. And one of
how
my
you
favorite
want to go
coaches
out.
always talks about brick by
With
brick.
D-Hop and Larry, we couldn't bring it past the wild card round. I mean, it's sort of fucking ridiculous. It makes me want to be sad for Larry Fitzgerald here. Because Larry's gone. Larry is going to take off. It's going to be Hop, Christian Kirk. Maybe what we can do to prevent that, right, is go to our spend coach XP and player retention, wide receiver, retirement influence. So we want to pretty much keep Larry for another year. I do want to keep Larry. Getting to the playoffs was good, but it's just not good enough. And the Super Bowl is going to be not the Saints. It's the Bears and the Patriots. Interesting Super Bowl. Well, let's check some yearly awards. See how we doing. So Cam Newton wins the MVP award. Interesting. Being this low. Tannehill, Lamar being that low is very interesting as well. And I'm over there at 10. Coach of the year, we get 3rd place in the NFC. We're going to check out our offensive player of the year. Kyler Murray came in 5th place. Not too bad. Defensive player of the year, we had nobody on defense worth mentioning. Offensive rookie went to Kyler Murray. Defensive rookie went to Brian Burns. Did we get anybody there? Isaiah Simmons placing 8th. Okay, with an even bigger rookie pool considering our updated rosters. Kyler Murray does not win quarterback of the NFC. Drew Brees does. Running back of the NFC, Kenyon Drake is down at the bottom. Best wide receiver, we have Christian Kirk at number 5. Interesting. Best O-line, do we have anybody? Not a single soul to mention. Nobody on the D-line. Nobody in at linebacker. Nobody in at DB. And, wait. Patrick Peterson. Best kicker. Give us some props. Zane Gonzalez. Jesus fucking Christ. This team is just an embarrassment on every level. We're going to go skip to the offseason and see what happened to old Larry boy. Did Larry end up sticking around an extra year? Will he stick around? Larry is going to stick around. I'm so thrilled to see that. Larry, we're going to put you down at wide receiver 3 for right now, only because you dropped an overall. We still got respect for you. Big man. On the defensive side, we see no upgrades at the end of the season because Hicks and Campbell are losing their overalls. I don't mean their pants. I'm talking about their number. Isaiah Simmons and Hassan Reddick are the 2 young men here. We're going to start our linebacking core right up. Let's see if Phillips could develop because now Corey Peters dropped. So Phillips is going to take his spot. Not by choice. Buda Baker, Byron Murphy are going to be the 2 stud guys for us. Pat Pete is going to drop and keep on dropping. We need to figure out what we're doing here with our players. Do we want to keep Kenyon Drake? To me, I'm not really a big giant fan of Kenyon Drake. I know he was a backup to Derrick Henry and he played pretty good at Bama. I think he played in Bama, but I mean 1,000 yards, 7 TDs isn't bad. I feel like it could be better, and I feel like signing him is just a mistake, considering he's also really not a scheme fit. So we're going to let him hit free agency, and if we need him, we're going to go back and get him. Zane Gonzalez is a 75 overall kicker. I'm going to keep him for a long time. Dan Arnold, we're going to let him go. These 2 guys here, we're going to let go. These 2 we're going to let go. DJ Foster, we're going to let him go. Vontarius Dora. No. Sorry. we're not going to be exploring any of those options to re-sign you. So we're going to take it to the free agency period. Andrew Luck. God, man, like, it's just stupidity. Kareem Hunt's not a scheme fit. Logan Ryan's not a scheme fit. None of these guys are really scheme fits here. For running backs, the only scheme fit is Tavon Austin, which is kind of nuts. Like, what are we going to do with Tavon? We got Chase Edmonds. We got was it Mark Walton Jr., Mike Walton Jr.? Regardless, we got two young guys at running back. We're not going to sign anybody. We're going to keep them. Kareem Hunt, I feel like they would not go for Kareem Hunt. Tight end is probably a position in need. What would the Cardinals do? Let's see. What could I see for the Cardinals? On the O line, there's really nobody we could think of going for. Justin Britt would be a good ad for us, but we want to keep his development going. J.R. Sweezy is getting a little bit older, and our right tackle spot, which is pretty much the best spot we've got, has the best options for it. DeMar Dotson's a little older, but we also have Halala Pulavati Halapulavati Vaitai. We're just gonna call you H Vaitai. If we were gonna pick you up, but we're not. Left end. Seahawks did not keep Benson Mayowa, thank Christ. Jabal Sheard I could see on the Cardinals. Ahmed Wilkerson I could see. Chris Covington. Mike Daniels feel like could add a little bit of spunk to us. Nobody there at right end. Nobody at middle linebacker either. How about right? Isaiah Simmons is the guy there. No one. A cornerback to help us out. I always go for Levi Walls, but I'm going to go Vernon Hargraves this time around here. I'm going to go for Vernon. Put him there as another corner. Free safety, we don't really have a guy, so we're going to pretty much be relying on the draft. It's kind of a goofy free agency period. I'm not going to lie to you. However, I do also kind of want to edit Andrew Luck out of the game. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to get him out of the game. Quarterback, we're going to go with NFL. And can I find... No, I cannot find him. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. I feel bad for these teams that are going to pick Andrew Luck, because I'm going to find a way to get him out of the game. Well, you know what? We'll do it next. We'll do the next one. So, simulate the draft. It's kind of, well, I'd say it's redundant to try and see if we got Hargraves, but we did get Hargraves. And we're going to go right to the draft. Okay. So, we have a pretty high pick. I'm going to probably think about offloading some of these guys. Just a couple. At the end of the season. I know it's probably not for the best, but our middle linebacking spot is covered by Jordan Hicks and Hassan Reddick. We don't have options in middle linebacker. Jordan Hicks is not the answer. And Devondre Campbell is also not. Well, I mean, he's 27, so probably keep him. But we're going to get rid of Jordan Hicks. We're going to say so long to Jordan. A team that needs a middle linebacker. We're looking right at it. We're going to try and do this. We're going to see. So, Alexander Johnson, I feel like they wouldn't draft. They wouldn't go trade for a guy. Jacob Phillips and B.J. Goodson. I mean, these guys could realistically go for a... But, what pick do they have? 20 for Jordan Hicks. I feel like that's something that could be done. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to do that, we might as well go for a better middle linebacker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a better pick. We also have the Chiefs, who have Anthony Hitchens and Ben Neiman. I feel like they wouldn't do this either, but they need some depth. Kansas City, 22. God damn. That's worse than our pick. Pick number 10, they wouldn't trade him. They wouldn't go back from you. That's a perfect trade, I think. The Giants for Jordan Hicks. That could happen. You know, I feel like that could happen just because maybe Jordan Hicks is a little butthurt, and we're gonna send him over to a place where he'd want to go and play. So I'm gonna say Jordan Hicks in a third-round pick, going to the Giants for their 9th overall pick. It's kind of tough here now. I figure I'll go with the late 5. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do much more than that. So sim all the way down to pick number 9.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
And we have our pick here. Now, if I'm thinking about the team as a whole, I'm looking to get a running back. Isaac Wharton is a guy that looks pretty decent. Matt Blades, Vaughn Britt might be the guy I'm looking for. Josh Boren. Let's see who we're doing at running back, because I'd like to get a new running back. So he's 4.43 speed with 24 reps on the bench. His trucking, carrying, and ball carrier vision is good. He's not very agile, so I'm looking for agile. 6th, 8th, and 4.39 speed with good carrying, ball carrier vision, and spin move. Matt Blades could be good for us. Vaughn Britt, 4.61, not agile at all, but this guy is a power back to end all power backs, like Donnell Pumphrey. I feel like he'd be sort of like him. And then we have the 4.45 speed with decent agility. It's very strong. Can jump. If you're asking me, I'm going to go with Matt Blades. Even though he has the lowest combine grade, he's just got the stats where I want them. He's got better agility. He's got better 40-yard dash time. Xavier Cates is not quite there. Receiving back is kind of what we're looking for, I suppose. He could be a nice third-round selection if he's still around in the 4th round, because we traded our pick away. We don't need a receiver unless it's deep in the draft. So this is a 4th-round pick here. Jarrett Verdon. Not too bad. Not too shabby. And if he goes, then Dwayne Anderson might be the guy. Dean Gaffney is a scheme fit. And Wyatt Pearson also is. For tight ends, maybe Bernie Miller could be our guy. On the O-line, pass block, run block's all good. Brian Murray, this guy's really, really good. I like Austin Purvis. I really do like the non-combine showing. It gives me a good feeling. A 3rd-round selection, Hunter Riley, way down that low. Gordon Pryor might not be too bad either. Right guards, we don't have many. Right tackles, we didn't scout any, so we're not going to go for them. Edge rusher. We could use an edge rusher, but there's none that I'm like in love with here. Yeah, none that I'm really super in love with. Maybe Xavier Younger. Defensive tackle. We're fine at DT. We wouldn't draft anybody high at defensive tackle. It'd have to be low. So maybe Desmond Givens might be the dude that we go after. Outside linebacker. Since we traded Jordan Hicks away, I'd like to go and get a middle linebacker. John Gage or maybe DeMarcus Duncan could be our guy. He's really low. Barry Preston, he's very, very low. Right outside linebacker, I think we're fine at right side, but William Spellman could be the dude for us. We picked up a corner, we don't need those. Free safety, we're fine. I tend to draft free safeties kind of high, so maybe I'll get him with my 7th-round pick. And we're gonna start drafting. So I feel like our first pick here should be Austin Purvis. So we're gonna go with him as another O lineman for us. I feel like he'll be good, and he is. Usually these guys without combine grades in the 1st round tend to be good. Usually something that happens to them in the storyline in the news, so you might want to go over there.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
So we have also the 24th pick, and our running backs are still on the board, which is really, really nice to see. Our 2nd-round pick is very far away. We need, as much as I'd like to get a running back, I feel like our needs here are with, dude, Bernie Miller would also be phenomenal. If I can trade away for the very next pick, if I could trade for 2 more picks. Because I wanna get 2 more here. I wanna get 2 more. So I'm gonna try and trade away somebody. Because we need a middle linebacker. And it's not cool that we don't fucking have one. So we gotta go for a middle linebacker. The players that we're looking to get out of here. Patrick Peterson. We could offer Pat Pete up for some stuff. I feel like pick 35 and pick 63 would be decent for us, but we're looking for 1st round, and they don't want a corner. Or we need somebody who wants a cornerback that also still has a 1st-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick 25 is what we need. You just gotta hope that pick 25 is good enough. Pick 26, pick 25. Okay, so they do need a cornerback. Patrick Peterson to New Orleans. That'll set them over the top. That's a great offer. Patrick Peterson for their first rounder. I mean, why not? Why not? Fifth round guy. I feel like that's great. We can make our picks here. So somebody I was really interested in was Matt Blades. I need that running back, but to me, it's all about the tight end right now. Bernie Miller, this is a great tight end. He's a phenomenal tight end. And I really feel like letting him walk is stupid. 6'5", 253, 4.61 speed, and he's the most agile tight end on the board. I mean, he's strong. He's got great catching. This guy is a stud. We gotta go Bernie Miller.
The Cardinals are now.
All right, so Bernie Miller, brand new Cardinal. So now that we drafted a tight end, right, we can afford to get rid of a tight end. So the tight end we're gonna get rid of is the guy who's topping our. Oh, we only have one other guy, Max Williams. So we have to keep Max Williams. So it seems like we're pretty much out of options here, right? Chandler Jones still pretty good for us. DTs, Corey Peters, Lecky Fotu. I feel like we could get rid of Lecky Fotu. We package him up for something. The Buffalo Bills are looking for a Lecky Fotu. So maybe Lecky Fotu. Maybe pick 31. Who had the first pick? Sorry, boys. It's taking a long time, and it will take a long time. But we're going to go with the Dallas Cat. Nope. We have to see who likes this guy. The Packers. The Packers like him. Like, dude, we fucking like you, dude. We need another pick. The Buffalo Bills are our best hope. So we're going to go with pick number 34. And maybe they'll give us Lecky Fotu. Maybe we'll give them Lecky Fotu. We're looking for a left outside linebacker is what they want. We can not offer him a left outside linebacker. On the right, we have nobody. For cornerback, we really do. Robert Alford could help us out in the long haul. We'll draft somebody later. Maybe that's good for them. How about we do this? Next year's 4. And Lecky Fotu. Alright, next year's 4 and the next year's 7. 7. That's good. Oh, it's not good enough. Alright, we're going to get this. Don't worry. We'll go with the 6 and we're going to get the pick. Alright, wonderful. So we have another selection here. And we're going to go with. We have to go with Matt Blades right now because the running backs are going to go quickly. So let's see if Matt Blades is a good enough pick for us. And he's not.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
So that's great. That's good to see. We're going to have a fucking porous run game. But we have a lot of picks. So the next guy we wanted to go for. No, the middle linebacker's gone, which sucks. Big donkey doo-doo. We have a couple picks. William Spellman could take the place of Devondre Campbell, but he's still young for now. It'd be pointless to go and get him. Hunter Riley. He's a third-round guy. I could reach down for him and then promise myself to go down and get John Gage later. So I'm going to go with Hunter Riley. The center. He's a better center than what we had. So now we're going to scoobity-boop all the way down to pick number 24 of the second round. And we're going to go with another guy. Another guy who I was very interested in. That's John Gage. Do I feel like John Gage is going to play phenomenal? No. Do I want Jarrett Verdon instead? Yes. Why? Because look at his speed, his jumping, and his agility. Plus, he's 21 years old with great stats. I really do like Jarrett Verdon. But we need John Gage. John Gage is going to suck. We're going to go with Jarrett Verdon. My heart tells me Jarrett Verdon.
The Dolphins are now.
My heart doesn't lie to me, boys. My heart does not lie to me unless your last name is Blades. So the next pick, hopefully he's still there. If not, I know there's a middle linebacker I starred that's a little bit lower. Oh boy. All right.
Cardinals are now
He's
on the
definitely
clock.
not there. So the guy we have on our draft board is also going. Oh my God. We're in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble. Fuck. All right. We're looking for a field general. We don't get field generals. Yeah, for outside linebackers. Fuck, dude. We are absolutely porked. I could go for this guy. I mean, I need a guy. I need a guy. And I hate to go and get Cortez Bynes. But I need someone. So I have to do this.
The Saints are now on the
But he's a
clock.
hidden development, man. He's a hidden dev 53. Oh my God. We had a good draft. I think we drafted well. I'm waiting to see if we get another one. We do.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
And now it is time to go and look to see what we have. 10 wide receivers active right now. Holy baloney. We might need a cornerback now to take the place of, you know, our Patrick Peterson, our big chungus. We're going to go with the free safety, actually. That's the 6'7".
The
Peter
Giants
Lemon.
are now on the clock.
I mean, he's not the worst pick I could get in the 7th round. But since this was so long and so daunting, I'm going to do the recap right now. And then for the next video, I'll do Season 2. So if you want to stick around for the recap, here it is. We have Austin Purvis, the hidden development left guard. We have hidden development Bernie Miller tight ends. We have 2 tight ends now. Matt Blades is going to compete for a starting job. Hunter Riley, not a bad center either. No depth trait, though. Jarrett Verdon, depth trait wide receiver. He's a really good wide receiver. We have middle linebacker Cortez Bynes, who's a horrible, horrible middle linebacker. But he has a development trait waiting to come in. So maybe practice squad is where Cortez Bynes is going to go for now. But he might just get thrusted right into this middle linebacker 2 role. He might get thrust right in there. I like the O-line now. I think it's a very interesting, good O-line. DJ Humphries, I really think, sucks. But I like our tight end group. I like our wide receiver group. I'm actually going to keep him at wide receiver 4. Because I want Larry to, you know, to be Larry, dude. I want Larry to be Larry. On the defensive side of the ball, we do have Bynes starting at middle linebacker. He's getting thrust right into the role with Hassan Reddick. So it's going to be a little tougher for Cortez Bynes. But I think we can handle it. We have a lot of holes on this defense that we need to fill pretty quickly. We got to get another cornerback, but Byron Murphy and Vernon Hargreaves might do good for us. We need a 3. Robert Alford's good for right now, but next year, obviously not. Devon Kennard needs to go. Phillips, if he can't develop, we're going to get rid of him. And maybe we're going to think about getting rid of Hassan Reddick if need be. But we're going to end this. I mean, I'm going to just set it up again, but, you know, part